Hello, YouTube. It's your man George Page coming to you live on YouTube. Before you, I have this gentleman, a two-time double champion, both in the light heavyweight and heavyweight division of the UFC. One, Mr. Daniel DC Cormier. Now, Mr. Cormier is also he does color commentary for the UFC. He's often sitting beside Joe Rogan, and he's also does other stuff. He's a wrestler, and he's been in with the UFC for a good while. I think almost more than 10 years or so. And his famous rivalry with John Jones, and he recently his last fight where he fought the former heavyweight champion Stipe Miocic, and he lost the title to him, and he was stripped of his lightweight championship so to get back to John Jones. Now, as you know, as he follows on CS Combat Sports and the LBDC, that UFC is coming back. They're supposed to have a event coming up May the 9th in Florida, and also have another event after that May the 13th. Now, here's the thing is for DC. DC cannot go home. I he's staying for the next 2 weeks in Florida, and Florida right now is one of the hotbeds for the situation that's going on. As you know, the governor there, who's one of a dumbass who wants to open up who's already opened up the beaches and other places in the state when we're still going through this situation. And his wife personally doesn't think that it's best for him to come back home, especially being a hotbed like Florida. And he has to really, sit out for the next 2 weeks. After he actually does, he's working that event on the 9th, and then the event's on the 13th, and after that, well, he can't come home. So he has to put himself in self quarantine for the next 2 weeks for his, he can walk in the house and kiss his wife and hug his kids. He's a father. He's been married for a good while. He has, I think, a couple of kids, and that's a smart thing to do. I mean, I know you got to work. You got to pay bills. I understand that, but at the same time, you don't want to risk the health of your life, of your family, your life or your family's life. And him and Joe Rogan are going to be doing commentary at the next two events. So I know a while back Joe Rogan when Dana White was trying to shop around for a place for UFC 249. Joe Rogan said he didn't want nothing to do with it because he wanted to take a chance. But now, since many people feel like that things have lightened up a little bit, and it's not as severe as it was, in the early in the months, of this month or last month. Now they want to get back to business, and you remember a while back, David White got smacked down by the Big Bag Mouse, tell him, no, we're not going to have no events because right now we're in an epidemic, and and don't want to take a chance. I mean, fighters like Khabib Nurmagomedov and Rosnar Nunes and Amanda Nunes don't want to fight unless everything is all clear. When it's officially saying that it's safe for them to compete. But DC has to work, he wants to work, and there's also that he has to wait for an upcoming fight he has with a third fight probably with Stipe Miocic for the heavyweight title. And some say after that, I think there's a good chance that he's going to retire. He don't want to fight John Jones because they just don't like each other. And I think he might as well just go ahead and just call a book, just call it a day and turn in his gloves. Like the thing that traditionally when a fighter retires, they leave their gloves in the ring. And I've seen that with King Mo and a couple other fighters like that. And DC is a great wrestler, and he has that if you that Robert Mitchum body, fit and fat. If like go watch these old classic old movies back in those like from the 50s, and these guys they were built, but they're still they're kind of a bit chunky. It's called fit and fat. But anyway, best of luck, DC. Like I said, I know you want to go home, be with your wife and your kids, but this is a serious thing that's going on, and I think you should, I really respect the fact you're really thinking about the safety and the health of your family. This is the man George Page. Like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out.